Hey everyone, I am trying to log on to my computer because technology knows when I need it, it doesn't work. So just give me a second to try to get onto my computer. My Apple ID went out. So just trying to log on and see if anybody gets on live. So, and then I will go ahead and start with what this is all about. Okay. Doesn't look like anybody's live. Sorry, my mom tried to call in. Okay, so I'm finally in my computer. I am going to All right. Still nobody live, huh? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. Welcome to the Rising Stars program for everybody that was invited and that is accepted to be in this program. Some of you are already star consultants and would just like to continue to better your education on your business and kind of find out the ins and outs of, how you got there, whether you happen to just land on Star Consultant because you were just working your business, but you don't quite know what strategies and actions you took that helped you get there. That happens a lot, just so you know that the beauty of this business is that when you're just working your business, sharing the product and sharing the opportunity and the hosting opportunity, your business just starts to grow. And sometimes you don't even know how it happened, what you said, what you did to spark the interest in other people. So this is the time that we're going to ask you to change your mindset and be a little bit more, not a little bit, but be intentional with what your actions, and take the time to really learn your craft, because the more you are intentionally taking actions with a plan for a specific result, you will find that those results will be able to be repeated month after month because you know what actions you're doing and why. So the first part of this program that the assignment was to purchase this book. So you all should have this book in hand by now. It's May 8th, and which is the beginning of the program. Today, there isn't going to be an assignment other than reading chapter 1. Now, I know that many of you, because this book is like really thin, some of you probably are like halfway done. You may have already read it, but I'm going to say you're going to have to read it again. And I'd like you to stay with the process of the program. I know it's really hard, especially when you have a really good book that you want to just keep going. I know it's hard, and you're welcome to do that, but I'm going to ask you that every week I'm going to ask you to read that chapter again, because there's going to be specific things that I want you to be in touch with that are going to be very specific to your assignments. This week, the only assignment you have is to make sure you have this book and that you read chapter 1. I'd like you to highlight the things that stick out to you, things that you've learned, things that maybe you're like, I never would have thought of that, things that you thought were interesting, even things that maybe you're like, I don't understand that, or I don't agree with that. So I'd really like you to make sure that you're highlighting, and so you can, when you go back to it, it pops out. And I'd like you to post on this page your biggest aha from the chapter 1. That's all I'm going to ask you to do, is to read the chapter 1, and just post one thing that was your biggest aha from this chapter. And I'd like you to tag your director so your director sees it. It does need to be tagged and posted before Sunday, because next week, the 15th, everything starts. Okay? And then you will have some assignments to complete that coming week, along with chapter 2 that you'll be starting to read. So the way it's going to work is that you are going to be reading your chapter, and then you'll be getting an assignment. With that same assignment those assignments you'll be completing that week, you'll be starting on the following chapter. So you will be always reading the chapter, one chapter ahead of your assignment. Okay, so for instance, next month, May 15th, you will have, next week, next week, May 15th, you will have already read chapter 1, right? And then I'm going to be giving you the assignment to complete. And then that same week, you are going to be reading chapter 2. So again, I know that, hey, Michelle, I know that it's going to be hard to be reading these chapters week by week and kind of holding back. But the reason why I want you to read it just 1 week at a time is because I really want you to be able to absorb the content and really dissect what you're going to be doing with those chapters. The things that you learn, how are you going to apply those things? Instead of just breezing through a bunch of information, which we can only obtain a certain amount of information at a certain amount of time frame. So you're giving your brain a good week to register everything you learned, taking notes and processing how you're going to apply this information that she's sharing. Okay, because a lot of times we read books and we're just like, oh my gosh, this is so good, but we're not processing what we're actually learning, and we're not processing what we're going to do with that information. So that's the purpose of this program, is so you are going to not only be learning the ins and outs of a direct sales business and how to build it, but you're going to be actually making a plan every week of how you're going to be implementing it. Okay, so welcome to the Rising Stars, and I know that I can tell you 100%, if you apply yourself, you actually step out of your comfort zone and you do things that are sometimes scary and that you've never done before. I promise you, the things that we do, that when we're scared to do it and we do it anyways, that's when amazing things happen. So this next 10 weeks is going to be a big stretch for everybody. I promise you that. Even the people that are already star consultants and above, they're going to be doing things that they may have not done ever, or they've done them maybe once and they've never repeated them. But the beauty of repeated activity is growth. Because it's great to do an action once, but consistency is the key. So that's why we're doing this program, so you guys can learn the consistent actions that have been proven to work to build a business. And I am one of those statistics. I'm one of those people. I'm not asking you to do anything that I've never done before, and I will be doing along with you these actions. So don't think I'm going to be telling you to do something, read the book, and not be reading it, and giving you assignments that I'm not doing along with you. I've done them all before, but guess what? I'm doing them again. Some of them I do all the time, and it's just what I do, but I'm going to be doing them along with you, even if it's not something that I would have done that week or whatever, but I will be. So I'll never ask you to do something I'm not willing to do, or I haven't done before, and I'm not willing to do again. Okay, so congratulations on taking the first step to your future, because you are committing to yourself to learn your craft. Because the biggest mistake any consultant can make is to sign up and think that they're going to make a difference in their business, in their life, financially, or just personally, without investing in themselves and actually educating themselves and learning their craft and practicing it regularly. So here's to a sensational start again, and to our summer incentive. This program is going to be getting you guys off the ground, and I hope that you are thinking out of the box. And don't be afraid to, if you come across an assignment or something you read in this book that gives you a great idea, do it. Be excited, implement it, even if it's not in this book or I haven't said anything. You could also share it with us on this page. Okay, so until next week, I will be on here live again on the 15th of May to give you your actual assignments. So read chapter 1, take lots of notes, and I will see you again next week, Monday at 6:30.